what a win. Big time win against a quality opponent in Gardner-Webb. They're the Big South champions from last year. Top FCS program. We knew the challenge coming in, and we wanted to just trade blows with them and find a way to win it in the end, and that's exactly what happened. We faced a ton of adversity where the game could have gotten away from us, but we kept believing. And the one thing I'm proud of is that we continue to say let's have a positive response on the sidelines. And you know, typically in the years that I've been here, we played a game like this. That belief wasn't quite there, but I think we broke through tonight. And a win, it's a signature win when you have, 11 penalties, turnovers, missed opportunities to close the game out, and still have the gumption and the guts to find a way to win again against a top-notch FCS program is huge for us. So that's a game where you're going to be battle tested, and it's going to go a long way for us.
How much confidence did you have in Draylon when he came in and you knew he was going to have to take over probably for the rest of the game?
I had all the confidence in the world because I saw what Draylon did for us last year. He has game experience. I've been watching him grow in practice. He didn't handle it well at first, but his body language changed and he embraced where he was. And I think as a result of that, he was able to go out there and execute at a high level because he's been put in those situations and he's come to work and he said, listen, this is what I need to work on. I'm not going to worry about who does what. Because when my number is called, I will be ready. He came up to me on the sideline and said, look, I got you. I said, I got you. And this young man here, Jimmy, man, I believe in Jimmy. I told him that. I love you, Jimmy. And he's just been awesome. I was going to go with a different call. Didn't think it was in his range. But nah, this is my range. I said, all right, let's go get it. And my man knocked him down straight down the middle. I'm just really proud of this team and how they have just come together and just really respect one another. They love one another, and they push each other. And I've seen it grow and really take on a life of its own. It's awesome to see.
Would you have let Jimmy attempt the 50-yarder had you not seen the 48-yarder?
I had to.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah, why not? So, yeah, definitely.
Any update on Devion, what the injury was and his status?
Don't quite know. I know it's a lower leg injury, not significant. He did stand on the sidelines. Not sure of the severity of it. We're just going to look at it, assess it. It comes at a good time. As we head into the bye week, we can heal up a little bit, assess some things, really focus on what we need to work on. We still got to get better. We won a game, but in terms of being where I think we need to be and being dominant, we're not there yet. It's not even close.
Can you talk about how your defense just kind of took control, took the quarterback that was leading the conference and just really limited him for about 2.5 quarters?
Yeah, we have sparks of dominance. We did it last week. Kind of did it this week. The running back had his yards. He's dynamic. We knew he's the best running back in the country. He's an All-American, and he popped off some runs. But again, our defense feels very comfortable, backed up, in their red zone, and it goes back to last year. I think we were ranked top 5 in the country in red zone defense or something like that. So those guys, they communicate well. Again, they make adjustments on the fly, and it was big for them to come up with a stop. I would have loved for us to gotten that interception with Jeremiah or even Harper, but it was set up for Jimmy to keep that. It was a game-winning field goal.
Now, as far as the defense, more specifically the defensive line, what can you say just about the constant pressure that they were bringing all night?
Well, we knew our D-line is probably one of our strengths. I really feel like, we lost some key guys, some depth there, and I challenged them to step up and to play well, and they did. TA was phenomenal. Chris was great, Chris Walker. Number 44 was good as well. And Cam was great. I mean, they just did a good job of getting the rush, getting to him, pressuring him, because we wanted to put them in a situation where we had to make them one-dimensional. I really felt like they were a problem had they found their balance, with their run game, the screen game. They did. I mean, that offense is really impressive when you watch it, how they shift and how they motion and play with your eyes. So you have the goal for us this week was to be disciplined with our eyes, with our run fits, with our no penalties, and we didn't quite accomplish that, but we grinded it out and found a way to get the victory.
Now, last year I asked you about your team and what you had kind of found out about your team through this many games. This year, what have you found out about this team?
Resilience. Even going back to Notre Dame, it wasn't about the score. And most people look at that score and like, oh, you got your ass kicked, and it's embarrassing. But I didn't see that. I saw a team that didn't quit. We fought a team up there hard and was not wide-eyed. So I was like, ooh, we got something. Let's build on that. And played a tough Arkansas line bluff team, and then back-to-back with Gardner-Webb, and it was a slugfest. And it feels good to come out on top of that. So I'm finding out that they're truly bought in. The three things that I said before we win a championship, before we were thinking about winning the trophy, is one, is ownership, owning the buying into what we're doing, owning the fact that hey, we're not as good as we think we are. We need to get better. We need to become better teammates too. This relationship, which I think we've really done a great job of. Understanding one another, having empathy and compassion for one another, and the leadership. And I'm seeing that the genuine leadership, the guys are stepping up and taking on the standard and raising that standard and really holding each other accountable to that standard. And the energy in the building is on 10, and man, it feels really good. Good.
Good.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Eddie.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Best start, 2-1. We love it.
Hey, got more to go. More games to play. Am I good to go take a shower now?